Welcome to Senior Voices. I'm your host, Maricela Ferguson. You know, a lot of good folks, a lot of seniors are trading in their big backyards, their big houses, their big backyards to downsize. And one of the concerns is, how do they take their gardens with them? So to answer some of those questions, our next guest is Urban Master Gardener, Tim Summers. Thank you, Tim, for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me, ma'am.
Well, let's get started. Seniors want to know, I want to know, is it really hard to start a garden?
No, ma'am, not at all. It's very simple. Basically, you just need a little soil, room, and sunlight in the container to hold it.
Soil, room, and sunlight.
That's all you need, and a little water.
Okay. Because we moved, and I'm feeling the seniors, we moved from the big yard to a little patio, no grass, and it was a whopper. And that is how I was, actually, that's how I ended up contacting you, and we had some really good conversations. So it's not hard to start a garden, sunlight, soil, and now I'm wondering, I'm trying, can seniors really grow a garden in their little stamp-sized patio?
Yes, very easily. You can use, it's going to be a container-style garden, and you can use vertical gardening also, which means you can go up the walls and get a high production level.
Oh, vertical. I thought you said vertigo. I said, oh, I know.
We all
I know about that too. Okay.
Yeah. No. You can grow them in height. You have the room to grow up.
Oh, to go up.
Right,
Okay.
and that way you have plants hanging down. And those are actually a lot easier for seniors or people with disabilities because they don't have to be bent over all the time. You can stand straight and look at it and work at it.
Awesome. And we need to pay attention also to seniors with disabilities because we want them to stay involved in their senior years. Okay. Kind of like that commercial that I saw, that tomato, what was it?
An upside-down tomato?
Yeah, it was upside down. Oh, topsy-turvy or something
Topsy-turvy.
like that, right. I tried it 3 times. I didn't have good luck, to be quite honest. I know it's because I was doing something. I have a pretty good green thumb, so I know I just need more tips from you. So
Do my best on that.
1 out of 3.
Growing, the vertical gardening and growing in patio is actually pretty easy. Just the containers you're going to need and how you're going to do it.
Oh, okay.
And it works very, very well and very simple.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I want to know when and what should seniors think about growing when they are growing, because, you know, I like to eat a lot of things, the gardening, I like to eat the collard greens, tomatoes, onions, etc. So when do we plant? How does that work?
Well, we're very fortunate here in Southern California. You can pretty much grow year-round. And the greens that you're talking about grow very well even during our winter. So growing and planting is year-round. You don't have much problem with that. What you should grow are things that you like and enjoy. You don't need to grow things that you don't. Don't put the energy into that.
I'm so glad you said that, because I can't stand it when people say, grow this. And it's not really, it's not really what I want. I want tomatoes, I want onions. My husband wants chili jalapenos, okay? I have to say, though, now that we're eating more salsa and chips, I'm going to let Mr. Ferguson slide. Okay, so what else?
You're talking about for a garden, you can grow, in a container, you can grow everything from, of course, from radishes, only take 30 days, to tomatoes, to carrots. Of course, the greens do very, very well. You can grow mustard, collards. During the cooler part of our season, they actually taste better.
Mustard greens?
Mustard greens, collard greens. If you
in a container?
In the containers, they do very well. And you can do those in vertical gardening, so you have a very high production in a very small space.
Okay, wait a minute. Mustard greens in a vertical garden?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you say radishes in 30 days?
If you like radishes, they only take about 30 days to grow, and there's lots of varieties of those. So if you want to just try a very simple garden to start, a simple container can literally be a deep pan, container, soil, try it, see how you like it. It's 30 days start to finish, very inexpensive.
I haven't tried the radish. I'm going to try the radish because I've really gotten into that chicken pozole, and we put a lot of oregano and the radish, which I end up going to the store, so that might save me a buck or two. So, okay, awesome blossom. Now, I'm not going to call Ghostbusters. Who do we tell? Who do we tell out there in the audience? Who do we call when we have questions?
Now, the master gardeners in our area have a number you can call, and they will answer most of your questions, get back to you. And those are anything from what you want to grow to if there's a problem with your plant.
So there really is a master gardener program.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Now, when we come back, Master Gardener Tim is going to demonstrate how to transplant a cutting and on a budget, right?
How to make a planting container, self-watering container out of a throwaway bottle.
Whew, don't tell us anymore. We'll be right back. Thank you.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
And we're back. We're back with Master Urban Gardener Tim Summers. So Tim, tell us real quick, tell us what are some do's and don'ts of planting? Some do's and don'ts.
Do's. Do plant.
Do
Grow
plant.
as much as you can.
Do plant.
Okay.
Stop
Don't.
it.
Don't, when you want to plant, you want to put water on it. You don't want to set all the plants in direct sunshine when you first plant them. Give them a little chance to get set in and enjoy it's pretty easy and pretty straightforward.
Oh, okay. Now, what about don't overwater? You told me that the other day, but I'm not sure. What does that mean, don't overwater?
There's a lot of plants. I happen to have some peppermint. It likes its feet wet. Some plants don't like to be too wet, so you need to let it dry out in between.
Okay. All
So
right.
just leaving a plant soaking in water all the time, unless it likes its feet wet, doesn't do well. It ruins the plant. But there are some plants that do. I happen to, like I said, bring some peppermint today because I'm going to be putting it in. I'm going to be showing you how to make a bottle that's self-watering, which keeps it moist and doesn't have to worry too much about that, specifically if you're busy and running around.
Okay.
So you can do that without.
Tell us, what is this plant?
This is just some peppermint. This is just a
Okay.
standard peppermint.
Oh, I like this.
And so you could grow this
Can
in
I-
a
can
container
I-
garden. Yes, you can. There's no pesticides or sprays on it. You could pick this up. You can grow it. Of course, you can use it in your drinks, your teas, whatever you like. Your mint. There's mint and
Tastes
peppermint,
good.
and spearmint, all the other ones. So you can grow these and use them in your garden, use them in your kitchen, and for all the different things that you like to do things with.
Okay, now, this is nice, and I'm going to take another taste. I'm sorry. This tastes really good. Put it in teas and all that. But isn't this going to grow bigger? And I mean, so
This can actually grow very large. In fact, if you put it in the ground and put it in a moist area, it can be a little invasive. So
Oh, well.
a lot of times these are better to keep inside of a container. So
Because
don't-
they'll spread out?
They will spread out.
oh, spread on. I love mint.
So they can be pretty, and they'll take over an area as long as it's favorable to them. If they got wet feet, they'll grow, and they don't have to be in full sun. They can be in the shade.
Wow, I've got another question for you. This mint tastes real good. Now, someone told me that at their house, and I could come and steal some, but I don't know how to do that yet, but you're going to show me. They said they have chocolate mint.
Yes, chocolate mint's very
Ooh.
good. And it's exactly the same. All the mints are going to be the same. Almost all these kind of plants are going to plant the same way. There's not going to be much problem. Chocolate mint's very good.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Now tell us, this water bottle, what is this for?
This is just so I can put some water in, because when you put this in, the soil that I have is dry. Now, if you
Okay.
pre-wet the soil, you won't need to do that. My
Pre-wet the
soil that
soil.
I happen to be with, that I brought, is dry. So you're going to want to wet it, because if not, it's going to take the water away from the plant itself.
Okay. Now, most seniors, we're on a budget.
Right.
You know what, my example, people laugh, I don't want to spend more than $10. So what are some must-have tools that I'm going to keep everything under $10, the soil, the everything, under $10? What is some must-have tools?
You can buy the soil so very inexpensively. Tools, you're going to need a small trowel, a set of shears,
Okay.
and those can either be a good set of scissors for the light plants like this,
Okay.
or little shears. You can pick those up at most any place for very inexpensive.
Right. Okay.
And just some stuff like that. You just
Oh.
need minor stuff.
Okay. And I do want to, I want to share with my fabulous audience that Tim, urban planner, gardener, Tim, came to the house. I got an idea, believe it or not, most of us drink tea. Drill a little holes, which my husband is going to do, and then fill it up with water so that you don't have to go back and forth from the kitchen or wherever, and you can just kind of, and I just saved myself going to that big store and buying a big old pail right there. No hose, no nothing, just fill it up. So thank you for that good tip, and I know you have some more other tips for us. Okay, speaking of water, can we recycle water?
Yes, you can use your shower water, you can use the water from your dishes, as long as you're not using a lot of or bleach in it, you can use the
Bleach. Okay, now that brings me to this question though. When I'm taking a shower, my husband hates that, okay? But when I'm taking a shower, I'll put a pail under while I'm waiting for the water to warm up a little, and then I carry the pail outside. But does that water,
that is just fine.
Okay, but are there chemicals in there that are
That's
dangerous?
city water,
or-
and no, the same water you're going to put on your plant, as long as you're not pouring a lot of detergents and that kind of stuff into it. And even most plants can deal with that. It actually breaks down and makes pretty good fertilizer.
Oh, okay, good. It's good to know.
Everything's
okay.
irrelevant. Carrying the thing up and down is going to be the hardest part.
Right. Rialto City water is safe. Okay, very good. So we can use the water, carry the pail. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Now, well, okay. Were you going to share anything about transplanting or?
I was going to transplant. I was going to make a planter for you that's very inexpensive to make, that's self-watering. So you can, once it's in, you only have to water every few weeks, and that way you don't have to run out every day, because in our hot weather that we have, you can lose a plant in a small container like this very quickly because it will dry.
Right.
So I'm just going to show you how to make a self-watering one. Very
Okay.
inexpensive.
Oh, did you say self-watering?
Self-watering.
Okay, so I don't have to be running back and forth and worried.
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Every week or so, you need to make sure it's full. Other than that, don't
Okay.
need to bother with it.
all right. Well, hey, demonstrate on. Fabulous.
All right. This is pretty simple.
Okay.
These
go
are simply a 2-liter bottle.
ahead. Okay. Adults okay, but children don't try this at home.
If you're going to have your grandkids do this, keep it, stay with them.
Oh yeah, I know. My grandson was out from Minnesota, and he was dying to get into our garden.
Kids do like gardens.
Right. Okay. So this is a regular. So after we drink our little soda, save it. Save the bottle. And see, and that's saving us money too.
It's simple, it's recycled, save money. Now I have some soil down here at the bottom. Now this is just some cloth that's cut up, and it can be any cloth. I happen to use an old set of sweats because they're cotton, and it absorbs water better, works as a wick.
Does it matter if it's black, white, or
Nope,
nothing?
makes
Okay.
no difference at all.
Oh, don't know what to do with those old T-shirts. Don't throw them away.
Put
Awesome.
it down,
Okay.
you set it out like
So
this.
this is like a wick, like a
that-
candle, right?
Right,
This
it
and
works
then-
exactly the same
okay.
way. Now I'm going to reach down and get some soil just to fill it up. Put a little on the bottom.
Okay, so this is regular potting soil.
Regular potting soil. Put it like this.
Wow. Okay. So should we move it just a little bit so that?
So everybody can see what I'm doing. Huh?
Awesome. And then I have to say, recently, I attended it was an open house here in Rialto, and they were actually giving away, I think it was potting soil and mulch. So you guys keep your eyes open for freebies like that. Oh, here, want me to hold it?
Oh, just going to set some in there. This is a bigger plant than I was going to normally bring.
Oh, and let me ask you this: a bigger plant than you thought. Okay, so can you even break it apart and
Yes,
then
you
have
could
two?
break this one easily apart.
Okay, perfect.
And this one would be very good to break apart.
Oh, it would not?
It would be.
Oh, well then let's break it apart.
Now let's break it apart.
So I can take one. Okay,
Take one home. That works.
Now you have to get it all out.
that's a very senior thing, by the way. We're always looking for someone to, come on. Okay.
Give you some plants.
So okay,
That's
so
easy
you're just kind of
pull it apart.
pulling it apart. Oh my God. See, seniors ask questions. Ask questions. Okay. Okay, and now that we get to see you one more time perform. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Thank you so much for coming out. Wow.
Oh, it is my pleasure.
Oh, and speaking of that, while he's cutting away, I just want you to know that I have been a good girl. I did mention that my husband is out there in our garden with the jalapenos, and the other day he goes out there, picks I don't know, 3 to 6 of them, chops them up, chops up the onion, throws in some tomato, and we're eating salsa. Oh my gosh, our house is becoming a hangout for seniors. Okay. That's right.
Gardening's a good thing.
Everyone thinks it's like a college hangout. No, and then everyone shows up with gray hair and canes and stuff. That's right. Because you know what? Seniors want to have fun.
Well, you've earned the right to have fun.
That's right. You got that right. Okay, let me hold that for you. I want to pretend that I'm helping.
Oh, you are helping.
Lovely. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me get that out.
Yeah,
Or should I or shouldn't I?
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be really cool. There you got that going.
Oh
You'll
my
come up from there.
gosh.
Now let me have this water.
Water. I feel like a surgeon. Water.
Water.
Bottle. This is so, oh my gosh, this is so simple, so elementary. Love it.
Now we'll get the other one planted as this goes down and into there.
Okay.
You water from the top,
Okay.
and that way it works, it gets the wick wet, and it will keep the plant moist.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
There we go.
Excellent. And then that goes in there. Well, and I have to say also, when Tim came out to our house, the patio, we actually went to the big house that had the big yard, and we were cutting some pomegranate cuttings, because in my house I had, what did I have? Grapefruit, apple, orange,
Pomegranate
mangoes.
fig.
Oh my God. People said, oh, Maricela, mangoes can never grow out here. Let me tell you, how many gazillion mangoes the tree was just like so many of them. And avocados. Yeah, I had an avocado tree. And I thought, well, we're moving to a smaller place. Am I going to lose everything? And
Nope.
Tim said,
You can take most
no.
all your trees and plants with you. You
Yeah.
can take cuttings off. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of plants that have family history.
Yes,
You can take
absolutely.
a cutting off the plant, get it started doing a cutting, use a little root tone, it's a rooting hormone. Get it started pretty much the same way we're doing here, and it will be good. And you can take that same plant with you. So you'll always have it with you, because sometimes that stuff's pretty important.
Right.
Now I'm just going to take a little bit more time since this soil was dry. But if you notice,
Okay.
it's filling up at the bottom,
Yeah.
and so it will water itself.
And it's going to water itself because the water stays in the cloth goes up. Oh my God, if only it would work this way in the kitchen.
is as
If I could just
simple as
put
it
the
is.
ingredients down, it would make me breakfast.
And now you can grow it, mix it with
Oh
whatever
my
you want, your
gosh,
iced
isn't
teas
that
or whatever you
awesome?
want.
Woohoo, love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I have to tell you, when I go out into my garden that we're working on, and I do get, we have cilantro right now. We don't have mint or oregano, but we're working on it. I call that from the patio to the plate. So I think that's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that you can go and you don't have to get everything, but just get a bunch of cilantro, cut it up, and sprinkle it over your eggs, over your potato and eggs, over your rice. Love it, love it. Mix it with the mint in the rice. I've gotten so many ideas because in our neighborhood, we have so many different cultures, and I'm being introduced to so many cultures. I'm crazy about noodles and rice now, let me tell you. And the things, I used to only eat steamed rice. No, now it's steamed rice with vegetables, and oh my gosh, it's fantastic. And so I'm looking forward to trying the mint.
This is peppermint.
Right.
So you can get, like I said, that will still grow and it'll produce for you. And it will this one will get like this within just a month or so, month two. And they can get very large. So when this gets really going large, you just move it to a larger container. That's all there is to it.
Well, you know what I want to invite the audience, because the next time, the folks that are watching us, the next time when you have a minute, I want you to take pictures of your patio to plate. Send us your garden pictures so that we can share here at the Rialto Network, so we can share at Senior Voices your gardens. Be proud of your gardens. Show us, or even show us your before and after pictures. I have some before pictures that I don't know if my husband will let me show them, but I'm going to show them. I mean, my patio was upside down. And then I called Urban Master Gardener, Tim, and he came to the rescue. I am so pleased that you are in Rialto and that you are in our lives. I want to thank you for coming out, because you know what? It's a blessing. It's I'm getting so many ideas. I'm so excited, and I know I have other questions. Will you come back?
As often as you need me to, and it's my pleasure. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Now, when we come back, I'm going to share with you, seniors just want to have fun.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream, that I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
We're back with the special segment called Seniors Just Want to Have Fun. That's right, seniors just want to have fun. What do seniors want to have? Seniors just want to have fun. Woo! And to prove it, because I have to tell you, oh my gosh, you hear about seniors that we walk around with our face like that. I don't know any seniors that walk around with their face like that. I know seniors that want to hang out at the pool, that want to come to the senior center and have fun. One more time, what do seniors want to do? Seniors just want to have fun. So here we are to prove that seniors, this special segment, to prove that seniors just want to have fun. We have a volunteer. Excuse me, are you a senior?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right, well, and what is your name, sir?
Ricardo Prado Sedano.
Woohoo! Well, now you know where to find if the police are looking for you, okay? Anyway, so Ricardo, you're going to play Seniors Just Want to Have Fun. Right here, we have a wardrobe, and to prove that we just want to have fun, Ricardo, we have a nice prize for you, but we need you to put on every piece. Are you ready, Ricardo? Are you ready to take this challenge on and have some fun? Yes. Oh, let's give him some love. He can do it. On your mark. The timer is set. Go. Seniors just want to have fun. Woo! Put it on right. Come on. You can do it, Ricardo. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. They're making it too easy. Okay, okay, that's piece number 3. Piece number 3. Go, Ricardo. You can do it. Go, Ricardo. Come on, Ricardo. You can go. Oh, come on, Ricardo. You can do it. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the... Holy moly. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord, you can do it, Ricardo. Oh, you can do it. I know you can. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Time? Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We tried. Put
Wait
the
a
pants
minute.
on. You gotta put the pants on.
Backwards.
Yeah, you did.
That's why I couldn't.
Which goes to show seniors want to have fun, but sometimes we don't plan. Oh. But we do want to present you with this fabulous, just transplanted mint. Let's give him some love. Woo!
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricardo, for joining us. Seniors just want to have fun. Woo! Thank you for joining us on Senior Voices. Remember, seniors count. Until the next time, I'm Maricela Ferguson, your host. We love you. Senior Voices. Woo!
Yeah.